that the situation is alarming. I've been on this Galamsey thing since 2017 when I used to be with WaterAid Ghana, and we've advocated a lot on this. And surprisingly, the situation is getting worse and worse. For me, I think that there are things that the government needs to do. We need political will in action. We cannot make this partisan politics any longer. The consequences are there. We cannot wait for the worst thing to happen. We've seen the Galamsey practices, the mining practices that are being introduced now, and something needs to be done. It is not sustainable. We cannot have our president sign on to the presidential compact just August 28th on WASH to grant access to WASH, and which is going to give us a total of, I think, $1.7 billion annually in providing WASH services to everyone. And then our water bodies are being destroyed. Like, it's as if we're just signing on to international treaties without concrete actions back home, concrete steps back home. So if we want to do this, and these are connected to the SDGs, and several SDGs are connected to the provision of water, sanitation, and hygiene. Our water bodies are already being destroyed. Our forest belt is gone. So how do we even realize this compact that we've just signed onto? And Ghana is the first country in West Africa to sign on to this compact. We are always the first to do things. But then when it comes to serious action on the ground, we are not. So, I feel that if organized labor is the way to go, then, we need to sacrifice. Our ancestors did the sacrifices for us to get independence. And if we need to sacrifice, we need to sacrifice. And for me, we are saying, arise, Ghana youth, and defend your country. But if the Ghana youth are on the street and protesting and defending themselves, and they are being intimidated, then what's the way forward? If they don't fight for themselves, who is going to fight for them? The state is supposed to give them the protection, and the state is not protecting them. Okay, so I feel that concrete steps needs to be taken, and all hands everybody has to come on board to fight this thing. We need serious civic education in our rural areas, in our urban areas. People need to understand the consequences that this is going to have on the current generation and the generations yet to be born. There are indigenous nations all over that are fighting and protecting their forest belts. Why can't we do the same? Why are we sitting back? Previously, we said it is imperialism, it's the foreigners. But then we see a lot of us local people involved in Galamsey, involved in illegal mining, involved in small-scale mining. We are destroying our own country. If we destroy this country, then what else do we have to live in? Okay, so for me, I feel civic education, and we need massive reforms everywhere across board, in both private sector, in public sector, everyone. And I know we've talked about reforms, people are talking about resets and all of that, but we need to be serious. Like NCCE and civil society organizations, media organization, educational sector, everybody has to come on board on this. And we need serious reforms across board. The police, the military, they need to understand that if their core mandate is to protect the citizenry, to protect the nation, this is one of their core mandates, to protect and safeguard our lands. Thank you.